Well, hello and welcome to a new video. Happy 2022, Happy New Year, best wishes. Despite the fact that we have just entered a new year, I'm still gonna go back down memory lane a little bit more, and I'm gonna continue on with the list of the products that I have tried in 2021. Today, it's the final day, the final category. We are tackling bronzers, blushes, and highlighters. Okay, we will start with the bronzers. I have tried 7 bronzers. You know, it's funny because I'm usually more attracted to blushes and highlighters. Bronzers are less exciting for me, but because I have so many highlighters and blushes already, this year I tried to not go too crazy with them, although I mean, I still tried blushes and highlighters, but whenever I was interested in a product, I would picture my drawer in my head and be like, girl, you have enough, like there's no more room, stop it now. Whereas bronzers, I actually didn't have that many. I have more than enough, more than most people, but compared to the rest of my collection, my bronzer collection was more minimal, I guess. And so if I wanted to try a bronzer and I was curious about a formula, product, or whatever, I would be more inclined to be like, you know what, you actually don't have that ton of bronzers, so go ahead and try it, which is why I actually did buy a bunch of bronzers this year. We'll start with this Jouer. This is the light to medium bronzer duo. There's a possibility that I bought this at the very end of 2020. I'm not sure. I still include it in this because there's also a possibility that I did try it at the beginning of 2021, and it is just an amazing product. It is by no means a new product on the market. It's been out for quite a while, actually. It's still a favorite of a lot of people. I still hear a lot about it even today. It's just an amazing bronzer duo. The difference between the two shades is very, very light. It's very subtle, but this is actually why it's so pretty, because it's just so natural looking. It's very easy to melt into the skin. It's just a really, really, really good bronzer. It's been one of my favorites. I also have the Milani Silky Matte Bronzing Powder in the shade 1 Sunlight. I have talked about it at length in my Milani video. This is a more recent purchase, more recent find. It's a little bit more neutral, a bit more leaning cold, but very, very lightly. It's an amazing bronzer from the drugstore, affordable, really a good option. And the last powder bronzer is the Kosas Soft Bronze in the shade Light. This is beautiful. This stinks. Like, the smell of this, I don't know what it smells like. It smells like you've opened a door of a room that no one has been in 5 years. You know what I mean? It smells like it's old. And I don't know. I really don't like the smell. Kosas, I believe, is a more natural-ish kind of a brand. I'm guessing they don't add perfume into their powders, and so whatever products they use to formulate the powder, that's the scent you're gonna get. In this case, not the best, but honestly, who cares? This is a bit shiny. I usually don't go for shiny and shimmery bronzers, but this is so nice. This is so subtle. It's such a subtle sort of glow. You still see it. It doesn't look like you're shiny and greasy. It's just really, really beautiful. I love this. I loved using this during the summer when I already had a tan, and I would just lightly bronze just the contours of my face, and it's really, really pretty. It's not the one I'm gonna reach out for the most because, like I said, I prefer a matte bronzer, but when I want that glow and that healthy and juice, I mean, this is fabulous. I did try the Nudestix Nudies All Over Face Color. This is the shade Bondi Bay. I don't think I like this. I honestly don't think I like this. I heard about it a ton. It was heavily recommended by a bunch of people I follow. On me, first of all, the color here looks nice, but then on my hand, it looks a bit too yellowish. It's just weird. And I feel like it moves a bunch of my foundation. I first tried applying this with the brush you have on the other side. You should never do that. I then tried applying it with another brush. I tried with a beauty blender. I tried a bunch of different ways, and it can never really work out and blend the way I want it to. I feel like when I blend it, it just moves a bunch of stuff around. I think it's the kind of product that would be best suited for when I'm only wearing this. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed because I was expecting to find like an amazing stick bronzer, but yeah, no. I then tried the She Glam, and that one was fine. Honestly, it was really fine. It's creamy enough that you don't feel it tugging at your skin. It's also not too creamy that it does move everything around. It looks very, very deep, but when you blend it correctly, it's fine. What I usually do is that I just take some of it on a brush and then I apply it on my face. I don't go directly with the stick because then it can be a bit too much. But it's fine. A stick is not my best option for a bronzer, for a product in general, but I mean, yeah, it's a good bronzer, honestly. And again, She Glam, really not expensive. I then tried, finally, the Freestyle Cream Bronzer by Fenty. This is the shade 3 Macchiato. This, I bought it a bit deeper on purpose because I was on vacation and I thought, you know what, I feel like because I'm so tan, most of my bronzers don't do much, so I need something that's a bit more punchy in colors. What I love about it though is that even now I can still use this and I don't look like I'm too bronzed. Like, it's very, very easy to blend. It's emollient, but it's not greasy. It's just a very, very nice texture. It's a nice finish. It's a nice way to blend into the skin. This is really an amazing product. I know a bunch of people rave about the Fenty cream bronzers. I hadn't tried it for a while because I wasn't so interested, like I said, in bronzers, especially cream back then. But I'm definitely not disappointed. This is an amazing product. Honestly, I don't think of reaching out for my creams often enough, but when I do, this is a solid option. And finally, for bronzers, I have the contour wand from Charlotte Tilbury. This is the shade Fair Medium. I hate the packaging of this, which I believe most people do. Every time I see reviews of this product, people are like, it's amazing, but the packaging is crap. It's just annoying, honestly. But it is such a beautiful product, and it's a nice color. Indeed, more to contour, but you can also definitely bronze the face because it's not super cool. It's just a really, really nice shade. It looks super intense and dark, but honestly, it blends like a dream. It's easy to use despite the fact that I don't like the packaging. I must say, you know, you just do a few dots here and there and then you blend it, and yeah, this is magic, honestly. I don't understand how she does it, but this is beautiful. Moving on to blushes, I have the Color Bloom Liquid Blush from She Glam. This is the shade Devoted. This, I mean, first of all, the packaging is, I don't really like it, but I mean, that's, I guess, a question of taste. The problem I have with this, the application method, I must say, it's quite original. When you look at it that way, the color is beautiful. It's easy to blend, honestly. The problem I have with this is that it has some glitters, but it's really glitters. It's not like a shiny metallic effect. It's not like some finely milled glitters. No, you have a bunch of glitters, but I feel like it's not evenly distributed in the blush, if that makes sense. And so it's either too much or not enough, you know what I mean? So you end up with a few glitters here and there, a bit lost. This I don't really like about that product. I do enjoy the formula, it's just I wish it was like with no glitter at all. The Blush Box by Catrice, I have talked about it at length as well when I did my full face of Catrice makeup. I love the smell of it. It makes me so nostalgic. I don't know why. This looks like old makeup, let's just say it like it is. It just, there's nothing really appealing about it in my book, but it's just so beautiful. The color of this, oh my god, it is so pretty, on me at least. I really love it. Really doesn't look like anything, and then it just works perfectly. I also have from NYX the Sweet Cheeks Soft Cheek Tint Blush Mousse. I have the shade Nude. This I love. I really, really love. Again, I don't always think of using my cream products, I must admit. But this is just, so it's a doe foot applicator and it's just beautiful. The color, first of all. So what I do is that I put some on the back of my hand and then I go in with a brush and then I apply it to my face. It's easy to blend. It's definitely matte, but because it's a cream product, it's not dry. It's not a matte that, you know, you can see all of the wrinkles, you know what I mean? It's not that very hard matte. It's just, it's beautiful. It's honestly, it's a very nice color, very nice finish. I would love to buy more of these. I almost did a couple of weeks ago. There was one very, very bright orange that I was like, oh my god, I really want this. But yeah, I will definitely get more of these because they're amazing. And finally, I have the Dreamy Glow Gel Cream Blush from Createvat. This is a drugstore in Belgium, and this is not good. First of all, the color of the packaging does not look anything like the color of the actual blush, so I was a bit deceived there. It's very, very light, and it blends into pretty much nothing, and it's just that it doesn't dry. It's super, super wet. It's weird. I don't know what this is. I don't know if maybe I need to pick a color that's way, way deeper. This is just not good. Honestly, I didn't like it right from the bat. That's no. I also have a palette of blushes. This is the Flower Power blush palette from BH Cosmetics. I love BH Cosmetics. I love their eyeshadow formula. My god, I love it so, so much. Always want to buy all of their palettes. This is nice. It definitely has some very vibrant and out there colors, which is nice to have in a collection. It's just not the easiest to work with because it is very pigmented. So see this color, I really, really like it, but I feel like it's not going to be easy for me to wear on a daily basis. You know, if I have a tan, that's fine. If I decide to go with a very, very bright makeup, that's fine. But as a blush to use on the daily basis, like very like neutral, easy to blend or whatever, that's not it. I love it. I love this palette. I love BH Cosmetics. It's just not the kind of blush I would recommend to you to use on your daily life. Moving on to highlighters. The first one is from Glam. This is the Cosmic Crystal Mousse Highlighter in the shade Vanilla Sky. This is weird. Okay, first of all, the texture. It's not a powder. It's also not completely a mousse. It's very weird. The color looks interesting, but it kind of, I don't know, it reads a bit green at times, orangey at others. It's just weird. I don't really know how I feel about this. I don't feel that this is a product that looks bad on the skin. It's just, the shade is weird. It's just weird. Let's just leave it at that. Next up, I have a More Than Glow highlighter from Catrice. This is the shade Supreme Rose Beam. Again, I have talked about it in my full face of Catrice video. This is intense. Like, definitely, if you want to go for a nice subtle highlighter, don't use this. It's beautiful on the skin though. Honestly, I feel like for a super, super intense highlighter like this, it stays looking beautiful on the skin and not like a strip of glitter on your face. So a good highlighter and from the drugstore, so very affordable. I also have the Diamond Bomb from Fenty in the shade Cognac Candy. This is, I mean, technically this is not supposed to be for me, okay, shade wise. I do have the same one, that Diamond Bomb in the, you know, that white silver. It's basically just glitter. The base of the product, it's colorless. This I got because it was on sale and I love Fenty and I was like, you know what, I can use this, and I do use this. Despite the fact that it looks like totally the wrong color for me, because it's mostly glitter, I can make it work. I can definitely make it work if I want to add some glitter as a highlight or on top of a highlight. And I can use it also on my eyelids. So this is not something I'm going to use all that much, but I love this product from Fenty. And then I have the all over face and body highlighter from Jouer. This is the shade Molten Glow. This I think is my favorite from the bunch. Yeah, I would say so. This is, oh my god. This is so beautiful. It is intense. It can definitely be blinding, but it's also so pretty and natural. I know when you look at it like this is not natural. Like no one's skin looks like this. But when you blend it into the skin, it just has a beautiful finish. The color is beautiful because it is golden, but it's a nice golden. It's just, I love this. And I mean, of course, you know me, the packaging speaks to me on a spiritual level, but really the product inside, I love this. I really love this. Generally speaking, everything I've tried from Jouer this year, I'm like, give me more. I also have a bunch of highlighter palettes, but before I have a palette with a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. This is from Physicians Formula. It's the Glow Face palette. I don't like this. I bought it because there's the Butter Bronzer in it, which I love. Everybody loves it. It's an amazing bronzer from the drugstore. I was curious to try the highlighter, and I can't say it's super bad. Like, it's okay. It's not my favorite, but it's okay. It's a highlighter. It's shiny. It's pretty. The blush, ugh, no. It is way too shiny and metallic. I know some people do like it. I don't. I really don't. I don't mind having a luminous blush. This is like straight metallic. I don't like it, and the highlighter is just not that amazing. It was kind of a silly purchase, honestly, because I do have the Butter Bronzer just as a bronzer on its own. I thought this would be nice to travel with, but really don't like this actually. And now the highlighter palettes. I have the Choose Your Glow from Essence. I have talked about it in my Essence video. This is amazing. This is intense. You have 3 shades here, and some of them are definitely more intense than others, so you can decide to go all out. You can also choose to be a bit more subtle and to have just a natural glow. It's an amazing palette for anyone, really, regardless of how you do your makeup and how you want it to look. You can definitely work around this, and it's dirt cheap. Honestly, it's from Essence. I don't remember how much it was, but for 3 highlighters, it was definitely affordable and an amazing find. I also have the Glow Up palette from Ofra. This was definitely not as affordable, but oh my god, this is beautiful. Ofra is known for their highlighters. They have amazing formulas, amazing shades. It's really pretty. What I love about this palette is that you have a bit of everything. You have pretty much, not all, but most of the undertones that you would need, regardless of how you did the rest of your makeup. I love everything in this. And you know, I don't reach for my palettes, my face palettes a ton. This is one I actually go in quite often because it's just, I know I'm gonna find something that I love. It's really amazing. Like I said, as always with Ofra, the formula is amazing. It's definitely more on the you know, shiny, out there, very bright highlighter. But again, depending on how you apply it and what kind of a shade you choose, you can be a bit more subtle, but really most importantly, it just blends into the skin nicely. And as blinding as it is, it's just beautiful. It's beautiful on the skin. And finally, I have the Drama Queen, the Emboring Highlight Palette from Kimchi Chic. This is the only product I have from the brand. I got this in a box from Beauty Bay. It was a box full of makeup. I was excited to get this because I was curious to try it out. I can't say I've used it a ton. It's definitely not the kind of product that I would have bought myself, because this really, I might use maybe once a year if I go to a costume party, and I mean, I don't go to costume parties, so I mean, I don't know how and when I'm ever gonna use this, but still, it's pretty. And the more natural shades are very pretty. Again, more of an out there, very shiny and reflective highlighter. The couple of times I've worn those shades, I do like them a lot. It's just, Like I just said, I don't think of reaching into my palettes enough. When I do, I go for the Ofra more than anything else. But yeah, this is a nice palette. It's just not something I'm gonna use a ton. And that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. You can also subscribe to my channel because it's free, so why wouldn't you? And I will see you guys next time. Bye!